This is a fraud poll. This is not a question that should be asked because you are leaving out options like permanent standard time, 6 months even. I was livid. And today I'm still livid because many people are emotionally saying we should have more daylight saving time, permanent time, so that there's more time in the evening. This is an irrational, emotional reaction that by management is being done by manipulation. I call this management by manipulation. These are not the facts. So today, fellow Toastmasters, let me show you the facts and some of the research that has come up with this question. And start sharing now. Here we go. There, good, perfect. So please look up this in Google or your favorite search engine. Albertans pro-permanent standard time. I am for pro-permanent standard time, for Mountain Standard Time. Like Arizona, and Saskatchewan is permanent Central Standard Time. That's the way we should be going. We should not be going permanent daylight savings time. And I pulled up some of the articles here. CTV News out of Calgary, spring ahead. You really hate permanent daylight savings time. Why do they say that? Well, yes, we were asked in a poll, and a poll of 100, this is the poll that was the online poll of 141. 91% of them said they'd like to keep it permanent. And I was one of the 9 who said, no way. And here's the fact. I'm just going to highlight this the other way. There we go. There is a study called a chronobiologist or chronobiology, and this is one of them. And we'll see Michael Antle's articles in about 2 or 3 more tabs here. Yep, 2 or 3 more tabs. So dawn in December in Calgary is about 8:30 or just a tiny bit. So now we're going to go to dawn at 9:30 or even later in our other places. Well, guess what happens when you head to Grand Prairie when it goes to permanent daylight savings time? 10:20 in the afternoon, morning, sorry. And this is a guy who's studying what the effects are. Now, I'm going to read this permanently here. I'm not permanently, but stressing this. Antle says there are noticeable effects on people in spring as we lose an hour's sleep at that time change, but it does not compare to the stress the later sunrise will bring. We will find that people through most of April actually are in permanent state of jet lag. Who wants to live in jet lag? He said. It actually takes them a while to get caught up, so Sleepy Monday is really bad. That means Monday after we spring forward, he added, but actually find sleep deficits and behavior performance and health for a little while afterwards. Now the problem that's a month. That's not fun. We're going to be taking that 1 month now and making it 4.5 extra months that are bad in the weather. And Russia actually did try permanent daylight savings times in 2012. And within 2 years later, switched back. They could not deal with the long, dark Russian mornings in the winter, he added, and was psychologically damaging to them. I can let you read this article here, but you could search it up. That is a local Albertan saying, do not go to permanent daylight savings time. And this is a researcher. I'll just show you more. Oh, this is the same article. Sorry about that. Advocates call on province to consider permanent standard time. And this again is the same Michael Antle. Biological clock. Let me see if I can find this here. Biological clock expert here. Daylight savings time. Alberta biological rhythm expert raises alarm over permanent proposed switch. Sorry, the other way around. And the same person. That's just one, but there's probably others that you could look up. So when you're looking up, and I'm hoping you will join me in the referendum and saying no to any form of permanent daylight savings time or any form of daylight savings time, and saying yes to standard time permanent. That's the way we should be going. And remember, when you're, and let me conclude by saying that's one of the questions, but consider that and join people who are saying no to daylight saving time whatsoever. And make sure you vote on the other questions. I'm saying no to Kenny's proposal on equalization. I'll make certain that I'm voting for people who have integrity and not are aligned with conservatives or socialists in the school board or council or the mayor. And I'll leave it as that, and it's back to Mr. Toastmaster.
Okay, so let's give a round of applause to Dave and take 1 minute to provide us, with his feedback. Provide our feedback to his speech and how we managed his speech. So timer, please let me know when the 1 minute is up. Thank you, Michael, for that. For the next prepared speech, it will be done by our VP Education, Jason, to evaluate Jason's speech and to provide us with the objectives of his speech and the timing and what you will be looking for. Estella Ma is our second speech evaluator. Estella, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Today, Jason's speech is in preparing a speech from one of the path of dynamic leadership, and is the first path, first level, I think, is the first speech, evaluation and feedback on the second speech, but it has two parts for the evaluation and feedback, and he is doing the first speech there. And the objective is to present the speech on any topics, and then once we have the evaluation given out, then he's going to apply the evaluation for today into his second speech. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Estella. I would like to invite Jason for his speech today. Jason is our VP Education, and on many occasions he has basically shared with us the